EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed. We're ready for football at Huntington Bank Field here in Cleveland. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. These guys with 2 straight home defeats to start the year and trying to find that first win out here on the road. Across from him, it's Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go from Cleveland. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Green Bay offense set to go to work for the first time. And leading them, Greg, the veteran out of West Virginia, it's Geno Smith.
You just hope throughout your career, Mike, that you're not on the wrong end of too many games like last week. So many games in the NFL come down to one score. They're very close. And every once in a while, there are multiple score games where you just can't seem to keep it close. They've got to do a better job of keeping pace early, get off to a faster start. They want to have a chance. Come the fourth quarter, this thing's within one score. They're going to feel a lot more comfortable this time around than where they were last week.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver falls incomplete. 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. It is a big-time play for the Packers. And even 30 yards. First and 10 now from the 36. It's Otten in motion. Give up the middle, it's Hubbard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down. Geno to throw. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the bootleg, it's Smith. That's caught left side by Otten. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd
On the shotgun, Smith. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal, but I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
at their own
The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The 2 touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll run here. It's Brees Hall. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. You get a look there at his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Jackson. That's going to be taken in by Durham Smythe. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the option, here's Paul. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Another run here with Paul. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Jackson. That'll be taken in by Moore. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short, Jackson. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dillon. And he'll go down at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get.
Good blocking, and he's in. Brees Hall. Touchdown, Cleveland. That's his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out in the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Taken down behind the line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 23.
From the gun, it's Gino. That into the hands of Hubbard. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Gets that one complete to his Kevin Stefanski, taking exception to that last call, and he's going to throw the challenge flag. At issue, was he able to stay in bounds? The NFL rules, you're looking for either 2 feet or a body part that is not a hand to be down with possession of the ball. No bobbling, the ball not moving around. He has control, so that's what the referee is looking at here. So the challenge is unsuccessful, and he's going to have to be careful here because he has just one challenge for the remainder of the game. On 1st and 10, here's Smith. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
First down, Packers.
We're going to run right over center with Hubbard. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Mario Davis there on the play. With that, I would give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. To throw is Smith. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete. Third, they need 8. Now, Gino. They're set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Play action now. It's Gino. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, it's Smith. He'll throw it left and has his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Smith from the gun on 3rd down. That was incomplete. Hubbard standing there, able to draw the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Khalif Raymond to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Browns offense allowed ready to get going on their 2nd possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with a run, and it's Dillon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Jackson looking to throw.
6-yard line.
He finds his tight end. That's Smite. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, get this downfield to Smite. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the...
We are through 1. It's the Browns with the advantage. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. second. Browns in control of the football. Set to go now on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. It's first down, and it's ball. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yards, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2. Second down, 8 yards to go.
Second and 8.
He'll go again with Paul. He'll work this down inside the 35. It was Kevin Byard that time to make the play. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. Jackson now. Open man, right side. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here's Paul. And the first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. He's got his big tight end. Durham Smythe. Touchdown, Browns. That his second TD catch of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Packers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Bud Dupree, he's in for the sack. It's going to be a loss of 8 to begin the drive.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
A second down throw for Smith. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. DeForest Buckner. He gets in to record his second sack of this first half.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Working out of the gun, Smith. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he'll wind up out of bounds past the 45-yard line. Bowers the man in motion. They go play action with Smith. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. From the shotgun, Smith. That's caught left side by Osmond. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak, and he will have a Packers first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. To throw, it's Smith. He'll take off again. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
First down, Packers.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Smith. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
Brings up second and 9.
Throwing on second down. Smith. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard's very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. Keno to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. DeForest Buckner. He's been hard to handle, to say the least. That's now 3 sacks, 3 in the first half. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Packers are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. The Browns offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Off the play fake. Jackson reaching for it. The tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or 2 short.
It's fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
So that'll bring up fourth down, and here comes the veteran Bradley Pinion to punch it away. Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. The Packers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. Now Smith. That's to the right side. And caught by Bowers. And mark him down up beyond the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
On first down is Smith. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
Bowers the man in motion. On first down, it is Hubbard. And he'll get this up to the 44. Marcus Williams there to bring him down. Second down, they need 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
From the gun, it's Gino. And this is too far out in front. One's incomplete. From the gun on third down, Smith. He gets this complete to Burton. 17 yards on that connection. Good for a Green Bay first down.
First down.
From the shotgun, it's Smith. He'll tuck it and take off. He'll take this one up close to the first down marker. You spot it where the slide begins. It's a pickup of about 9. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. It'll be out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, and that gains them another first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Now, Gino. Over the middle. That's the tight end, Bowers. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Gain of 14.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Smith now. He's in. Bowers. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his second touchdown of the year. It felt like they needed a touchdown, Greg, in the worst way after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it, as you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6. It starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt, saying, hey, if we finish any of these drives, now they finally do, we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Braxton Berrios now to bring it back. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
From the gun, Jackson. He finds his tight end, that's Smythe. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Browns.
Now, Jackson. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Pass.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Again, it's Jackson. Oh, fine work there defensively. Got the hand in there. That pass is incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. To the air one more time with Jackson. This pass complete to Raymond. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down. He's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They managed to convert. They'll keep the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I know it's 4th and short, Mike, but at this distance, you actually have to clear a lane out. You can't just fall forward or push the pile. So that conversion, it's as much of a credit to the blocking as it is to the running back seeing the hole and hitting it.
Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Jackson. To the outside. Hauled in by Sutton. And he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Number 14, Cortland Sutton.
Jackson now on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Durham Smythe. Touchdown Browns. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, final seconds of this 1st half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And he will not attempt a return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Smith to throw on 1st and 10. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A second down throw for Smith. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula as they come out for the second half. It's about to get underway. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin then. The Browns offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple of guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's 2 guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have a script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves. They can win third down one-on-one. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play with a quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run-after-catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, like Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the ball. They're going to want to get downhill with the run game, offensive line. So I think it's a good fit because he's very talented in the passing game, but he's going to keep teams honest with his ability to still contribute on all 3 downs.
And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw, Jackson. He finds Raymond for the completion. And he'll take this down inside the 35. 15 yards. A pickup of 15 in the end. First down, Cleveland.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That long incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Packers Packers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule. The ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Craig, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? They pooch it, they kick it out the back of the end zone, and I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you had the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember where a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, I would much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another set.
Like, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
To set up the screen here to Hubbard. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. And how about that? 3rd and a mile. And they convert and pick up a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They get 21 on that one. First down, Packers. It's Otten in motion. They'll run with the former Golden Donut, Audric Estime. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Smith. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't. And now 3rd down comes up. And that is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you have to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Browns offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's home. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
A loss of 2.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to
On
go.
3rd down, Jackson. To the outside, the catch made by Moore.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down.
40-yard line.
The Packers offense and Geno Smith getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 44.
On 2nd down, Smith. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target, and it's going to lead to 4th down. On comes the Packers punting team. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. Browns offense and Bruce Hall getting set for this next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. That one good for a dozen. A very quick 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
Play action now. Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it's going to be 3rd down. Jackson now. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain there of 21. It's a Browns 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll run it out of the gun, and it's home. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these teams trade field goals in the 3rd as we come to the end of the quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now it's Jackson. That'll be taken in by Moore. And a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And he's into the end zone. That might be a knockout punch. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Cleveland. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter to get the ball with the lead and extend it to a two-score advantage.
Yeah, I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a two-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in.
The score, Browns 31, Packers 19.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Out comes the Green Bay offense now as they get set to take over again. They'll begin with first and 10. From the shotgun, Smith. Quick slant, caught by Burton. And they'll be set up now. That's the 40 with that one.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
On first down, here's Gino to throw. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Chuba Hubbard, the man he was looking for. And it'll lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. That pass is caught by Burton. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. From the gun, it's Gino. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. And they're looking to get back to their winning ways after the loss in Week 2. They'd go to 2-1 if they can hold on here. This drive starts with first and 10. The catch made there by Sutton. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the Packers' 45-yard line.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough with change. First down.
That's good for the Browns. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They fake the jet sweep and will hit it up the middle. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 9. The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. They need to get it to the 27. This is third down.
9 yards to go.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
of the game, you need a stop. You find yourself trailing, you have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator.
And he'll take this one in. Increase ball. Touchdown, Browns. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Myers now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This field in at about the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Packers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we can get the turnaround going here. We'll start this drive with first down. Bowers, the man in motion. Off the play fake. It's Smith. And caught left side by Bowers. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here's a toss left side. It's Hubbard. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First down.
Smith now. That one too far out in front to be brought in. And it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. Action made. It's Burden. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 11.
They'll come up here 1st and 10. Gino to throw. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield.
Smith's pass complete to Chuba Hubbard. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, it's Gino. He takes off. Gino's been around, knows how to slide, get out of harm's way after picking up the 1st down.
First down, Packers.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Smith. He'll try to hit him with a screen. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
That's just bad timing by the offensive line. They've got to get their linemen out in front of him, so either the linemen need to go faster or the back just needs to be more patient. But either way, they're just not in sync on that screen pass.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim meadow went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Jackson Jackson going to keep it himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. From the 31, here comes a second and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Straight ahead, they go with Dillon. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Lamar Jackson scrambles from the pocket.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Packers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Smith's going to keep this himself. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by Jacoby Durant. A gain of 15. And a Packer first
Burton,
down.
the man on the move. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The
1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Green Bay.
Now, Gino. He'll step up and run. And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6.
The pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now. It's Gino. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. It's 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He gets this complete to Burton. And he's going to have a Packers first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
First down, Packers.
Here's Gino. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 2nd and inches at the 19-yard line.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They put Pickens in motion. On 2nd down, Smith. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 3.
To throw, here's Smith.
First down.
He's got it inside the 5. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1. They'll run with Hubbard. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Packers. And Buckner on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Packers are able to cut into the deficit.
38. Packers 26.
This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right. but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
That's a sideline shot. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Browns.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Packers going to use their final timeout now. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
36-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. On the option, here's Hall. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. Running here is Dillon. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. So the Dogtown celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Dogtown's happy. It's a win for the Browns. We say farewell from Cleveland.